we are live. Hang on, ladies and gents. Hang on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Let's make sure we are live. Let's see. Ooh, just gotta grab something real quick, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. I just gotta do this real quick. So, yeesh. All right. There we go. That's looking good. All right. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Just 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right. Just getting myself all set up, ladies and gents. 1 second. Just got to make sure we're live on the X. Are we live on the X? Let's check and make sure. MD asks for RBNE. Yes, sir. We will get right on that, MD. 1 sec. There we go. All right. Let's make sure we are live on the Twitch. We are indeed live on the Twitch. Yes, sir. Hold on, just gotta fix this little glitch over here. Yeah, MD says okay. All right, of course. Yeah, we'll get right on it as soon as we get everything all set up, MD. But yes, we will get right on RBNE. Matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna put it right up here for ourselves. RBNE. All right. All right. All right. So, getting everything all set up here. Just getting the stream all set up, getting all the announcements out. Then we're going to get ourselves all sitting ready to go. All right. There we go, right there. Boom. Let's get this over here. Boom, right there. Get this set up all over the place. All right. There we go. Set that up over there. And there we are, right there. Get that set up right there. So let's get this all set up over here. Boom, right there. All right, and we're looking good. All right, let's get this intro started. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And I'm here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Other times she gets shot at the cannon and she goes, wee! Other times she likes to go to RBs and watch videos of puppies and kitties. Other times she likes to go and check out them ABCDs, especially in the stock market. And other times, she'll find some wonderful stonks, like, for example, ALMS CYCN or EVTV. We call her DBL Moms. Hey! All right. So, that's what we got going on so far, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on so far. So, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. All right, now, let's get right into this. Let's get right into this with MD's request over here, RBNE, MD, this is for you. All right, so we got RBNE. This is Robin Energy Limited. It is up 0.85%. And currently, as of now, seems to be showing a lot of very choppy and decisive wicks. Not looking too schmexy in that regard, but let's take a look over here at the overview, which is where the float and volume should be. All right, so right here, the float is 2.5 million and change. Volume is 9.6 thousand and change. So, as of now, the float is reasonable. Volume is lower than the float. So it doesn't have much volume going on right here, which is understandable. I can see it because it is showing those indecisive wicks, which shows that it is very low on volume as of now. So we got that going on right there. But as far as the stock is concerned with news, all right, it did have a 1-for-5 reverse stock split that came out on December the 29th. And it did begin trading on split-adjusted basis on NASDAQ. And they did issue a Form 6 on the 29th. Had a trading halt on the 24th, things like that. But as far as any more recent news, nothing really came out. So, as of now, this stock is very, very low in volume. A lot of indecisive wicks over here. A lot of sporadic movement, a lot of choppiness. So, as of now, RBNE needs some volume to really break above this VWAP. But not only break above this VWAP, actually, to stay above this VWAP, but not only that, to break that choppiness. So, as of now, RBNE needs to break the choppiness and gain some volume. So it needs volume to really go up. Otherwise, it's just going to be choppy and it's going to be sporadic. It's going to move from here to 364 to 369. See how it moved from that to 356 and 356 again, and then all the way back down to 351 and then 350, and then just started making a whole bunch of different indecisive wicks. That's basically just low volume. That is low volume. That is a result of low volume. So as of now, that is really what RBNE's main. That's really what's plaguing it right now. That's really what we got plaguing it. So we did call, ladies and gentlemen, last night as well as this morning, ALMS. We called this one. It ran up a nice 117%. Called that one. All right. We did call EVTV. As of now, we did call that one as well. Up 76%. Ran up 76%. There we go. All right. And then CYCN, which ran up 50%. There we go. So that's what we got going on right there. So as of now, MD says thanks. Of course, man. Of course. All right. So as of now, those are the stocks that we got running right now. So let's take a look at ALMS. ALMS. As of now, ALMS did have some movement. It did shoot up nicely over here, right? And then kind of started to form a small cup, possible handle, maybe. So it could potentially maybe be a possible cup and handle. We'll see what happens. But as of now, that's what we got going on over here. So let's take a look over here. Boom. Right here, get this path right here. Possible cup and handle right over here. So we got that going on right there. Boom. We get that sit up right there, and right there. So we have a possible cup and handle. That's what we got going on right there. All right. And did form a bit of a pennant as well. So we got that going on. So as of now, it needs to use this cup and handle to break above the pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. It did fall a bit below the VWAP at the time, but is now curling above the VWAP. So we got that going on right there. So it is a possible cup and handle. There's an entire possibility of that. So ALMS possible cup and handle bull pattern needs to break the pennant for it to climb there. So that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. ALMS did have a high of 117%. Doesn't have any news. Let's take a look. It seems like it does. All right, so ALMS does have some news. They had a trading halt, obviously. They have ALMS envudeleucitinib. It's something belonging to ALMS. Basically, one of their products delivers leading skin clearance among next generation oral plaque psoriasis therapies in phase 3 program. So they got that going on right there. They said top line results from its phase 3 onward 1 and onward 2 trials of whatever that word is for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis met all primary and secondary endpoints. And of course, their general corporate statement came out for Form 8. They had a positive phase 3 for the psoriasis drug, and they jumped to their price basically jumped up because of that positive phase 3 for that psoriasis drug. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's excellent news for them that it jumped up because of that psoriasis drug. So that's very good news. So as of now, that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. So let's take a look over here. Boom, right there. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So as of now, hold on one second. All right. So as of now, we have over here EVTV. EVTV. As far as EVTV is concerned, right now they are currently below the VWAP. Has a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails. But as of now, it did form a bit of a pennant over here. Has to break this VWAP and has to break above this pennant for it to be so much schmexy to ya. Now, could this also potentially be a cup and handle? Maybe. We'll see what happens. But I don't think so. As of now, I don't think so. It could possibly be one, but I don't think so. I don't think so. So, let's zoom out here. Get some support resistance lines over here. All right, so as of now, support is at 57 cents. Resistance is at 61. Has to break above the 59-cent resistance as well, because that is where the VWAP is. So it has to break above this pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to MIA EVTV. That's what we got going on right there. So EVTV needs to break the pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to MIA. There we go. All right, so what else we got? What else we got? Let me see here. 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. So, as of now, we also got some requests over here. So, give me 1 second. That's what I'm looking at right now. Someone requested SMR. SMR. Let's take a look at SMR. So, as of now, SMR is currently on a bit of an uptrend here. Now, as far as this stock is concerned, it is only up 7%. So, it's not looking too schmexy as of now. Granted, it is moving upward. So as of now, SMR is moving upward, up 7%. Doesn't have any real news going on with it right now, but it is moving up 7%. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. So SMR on the uptrend, up 7% though. That's the only thing. It's not really a big movement. But it's it's moving up. So we got that going on right there. As of now, there's not really much to say about it. With the float and volume, the float is very, very heavy. It is 170.4 million, and the volume is 3.2 million approximately. So as of now, very low volume. So SMR is moving up on very low volume right now. So SMR moving up on very low volume. So not looking too schmexy in that regard, because it is moving up on very low volume. It's a very high volume stock, and see, it's going back down now because it's got very low volume here. So it's a little bit choppy. I hopefully it can continue to go up, but as of now, you know what I mean? It's not one of those stocks that I'd really trust. Let's take a look at CYCN. Currently, CYCN is trying to break above this VWAP over here. And curl needs to break this pennant for it to be schmexy to MIA. CYCN needs to stay above the VWAP and break above the pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to MIA. There we go. Needs to break above this pennant. Needs to stay above the VWAP for it to really be somewhat schmexy to MIA. It was a bit overbought on the RSI, a little bit, not too much earlier in the day, but as of now, it's not overbought or oversold, so we got that going on right there for this stock. It is up 55%, so that's a good thing. That's good news. That's very good news. Let's take a look over here at DRUG, drug. DRUG. DRUG is expensive, $117 and change. All right, as of now, it's currently $117 and is currently up 46%. 46%. So expensive. It's a very expensive stonk. Not something I personally would look into because it is expensive. It is $117 per share. It is above the VWAP, though. I will give it that, but it is moving on some pretty low volume. I can tell just by looking at the indecisive wicks, it is moving on some low volume. So let me take a look over here. Let me see about the float. Float is 5.5 million. Volume is 166,000. So as of now, this stock is moving up on some very low volume. So we got that going on right there. DRUG moving up on low volume. So that's what we got going on right there with DRUG. So DRUG currently doing that. Give me 1 second. Let me just get something to drink. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 300. Actually, whoa, we just got to 300. Let's get to 400. Let's get to 400, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 400. All right. Let's get that started right there. Let's see. ALMS currently up 108% and curling. Looks like it's curling off that cup and handle that I said was going to happen with it right there. So it looks like it's curling off the cup and handle pattern right there. So let's see if it can remain friends with the trend right there. But ALMS currently curling off the cup and handle. ALMS curling upwards off the cup and handle bull pattern. So that's good. That's very good. That's awesome. That's awesome news. Currently up 109%. Let's see what goes on with it. Can it break the high? Can it break the high? Matter of fact, let me get some support and resistance lines right over here because it did have some right over here. So let's get this over here. Bop right there. All right. So as far as support and resistance lines go, you have support at $17.04 and resistance at $19.42. So if it could break above $19.42, it will have officially broken the high of day, which would be awesome. So as of now, that is what we're trying to hopefully go for here. Hopefully it can break above that high of day. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. CYCN still needs to break that pennant right there and still needs to stay above the VWAP right there. So CYCN needs to break the pennant and stay above the VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. There we go. All right, AEVA. Let's take a look at AEVA. Currently curling its way on up just above the VWAP. Just broke the VWAP right there. Currently up 29% and climbing slowly but surely. But AEVA just broke above the VWAP. So that is awesome. That is great news for AEVA. That's awesome. Hopefully it becomes even better. Hopefully it continues to go up more. It is currently up $16.90. So we got that going on right there. AEVA broke above the VWAP. There we go. AEVA. All right. Marty says, good morning, Double Nicks. Good morning, Marty. Good morning. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for the well wishes, my friend. All right. AZI. Let's take a look at AZI. All right. So as of now, AZI is currently showing a bit of resistance line right over here at this area at 290 right over here. Boom, right there. So as of now, AZI has a bit of resistance at the 290 mark, needs to break that 290 mark for it to really be somewhat schmexy to me, has to hold above the VWAP, which is currently at $2.73. So, as of now, AZI has to break that resistance line. AZI needs to stay above the VWAP and break through the resistance line. There we go. Boom. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 400. Let's see how ALMS is doing. ALMS is currently still climbing its way on up 115%. needs to break through that high of day at 117% for it to really continue to be schmexy to me, but it is moving closer and closer right now. It is looking really, really good. So ALMS still curling right now. ALMS still curling. Can it break the high of day? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's see if it can. Let's see if it can. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see here. So, as of now, ALMS is currently trying to break that high a day. Let's take a look at DRUG. DRUG drug is showing some very choppy, indecisive wicks as of now. Needs volume. DRUG needs volume to remain somewhat schmexy to me. All right, so we got that going on right there. Let's take a look at AEVA. AEVA, as of now, is currently moving up, but is encountering some slight resistance over here at the $17.09 mark right over So as of now, oh yeah, no, it's coming, it's coming. I got it. I'm just doing this thing right now. All right. So as of now, currently, this stock is. I lost my train of thought. All right, this stock is currently has a bit of resistance here at the $17.09 mark over there. Has a bit of resistance right there. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. There we go. There we go. All right. So as of now, currently this stock is moving its way on up right there. Let me put this in here again. All right. All right. Is it showing up now? Is it showing up? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I put it up. It's no, it's been on YouTube as well. Oh yeah, let me. Is it pinned? Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. All right. Want to make sure. All right, let me make sure it's on Twitch. Okay, yeah, it's on Twitch as well. Okay, yep, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's fine. All right, good. All right, that's good. All right, so sorry about that. I want to make sure about something and that make sure we're not having the technical difficulties. Yes, sir. All right. GVH crossed the VWAP. Crossed the VWAP according to consistency spike. Let's take a look at GVH. GVH. All right, so GVH is currently above the VWAP. You're right. Entirely right. But the issue is that it is moving on some very, very low volume right here. A lot of indecisive wicks. Again, very, very choppy. A lot of gapping, right? So because of that, it's showing, okay, it's up to $1.40, which is awesome. It's up 1% right there, 1.85%. However, it is showing that sporadic movement between going to $1.34 and then going to 137, then back down to 134, and then 136, then back down to 134, 133, just continuing to go within these sporadic movements over here because there's a lot of indecisive wicks and not a lot of volume. So it basically makes it a lot harder. So as of now, this stock is a bit bearish. Right here, float is 2.1 million, volume is 7.1 thousand. So as of now, the volume is a lot lower than the float. So as of now, this stock is still very choppy. Needs some needs a lot of volume for it to be really schmexy to me. But as of now, GVH is currently a stock that I'd say needs a lot of volume for it to really be schmexy to me. So GVH as of now needs volume to break the indecisive wicks and choppiness as of now. So it needs to break that indecisive wick and needs to break the choppiness for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Otherwise, it's just man, you know how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it goes. So as of now, that's what we got going on. ALMS, how's ALMS doing? ALMS did hit that $116 mark right there, but then started to pull its way back down just a little bit. So we got that going on right there. Is pulling its way back down. So as of now, ALMS needs to remain above the upward trend line for it to really be so much mexi to me. So there we go. There we go. So let's see over here. ALMS needs to remain above the trend line for it to really be so much mexi to me. All right, legal, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. 1 second. Let me just turn this off. There we go. All right, legal. Let's see. You wrote, "Hi, can you do ERNA, please?" Sure, of course. Of course, you can do ERNA. Let's see about ERNA. ERNA. Let's see how about ERNA. Okay, so ERNA as of now has a bit of a double top for, well, not even double top really. This is just a resistance line right here, formed at the $1.48 line over here, and it is just below the VWAP as well. It's showing that it's below the VWAP over here. All right. As of now, this stock looks like it could potentially be a pennant, really. Let me get this over here. Boom, right here, right here. All right. So as of now, this looks like it's formed a bit of a pennant, but it is a bit bearish because it did go back down over here. So as far as this is concerned, it did have some indecisiveness in the beginning, climbed its way on up, apparently shot up right over here on a bit of a price spike, went back down, formed a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails. And then, of course, it went back down over here and then just started really consolidating just below the VWAP right here. So as of now, this stock needs to break the VWAP for it to be so much mexi to me, and needs to break above this pennant as well for it to be so much mexi to me. So let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 700. All right. As of now, ERNA, let's take a look at the float. The float is 6.4 million. Volume is 2.1 million. So as of now, the float is higher than that of the volume. So the volume still has a ways to go. It's approximately 3 times that of the volume. So we need to see that volume start to go up a little bit. Does it have any news? Let's take a look and see if it has any news. ERNA Therapeutics, ERNA Therapeutics completes pre-IND meeting with the FDA. So they did complete a meeting with the FDA and secured a pathway to IND in first in-human ovarian cancer trial in H2 2026. So they do have some good news there. So hopefully that good news allows for it to be a catalyst to make sure that the stock starts to really move. So ERNA, as of now, down 2%. Can it break above the little pennant that I drew for it? I hope it does. I hope it can. Can it break above the VWAP and the pennant? Let's see what happens. ERNA needs to break the VWAP and the pennant for it to be so much mexi to me. So that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. All right. So ALMS. What's going on with ALMS? Oh my, ALMS broke the high a day, now up 127%. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. ALMS 129% right there. 130% right there. There we go. 130%. 130%. All right. So as of now, ALMS broke the high of day and hit 130%. All right. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, right there. There we go. ALMS hit 130% off the cup and handle. We called it, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks. I tell you, yes sir, yes sir. All right. So as of now, ALMS did just shoot up 130%. As opposed to the original high, which was 117%. It is currently now up, but is pulling back a little bit because it is a little bit overbought in the RSI. So we got that going on right there. But it did have that nice movement off the cup and handle that I saw earlier in the day. So yeah, that's what we got going on right there, ladies and gentlemen. Has a bit of a resistance point right over here at $19.05. Has a bit of a resistance line right over there. Needs to break that $19.05 resistance for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. There we go. There we go. All right. So as of now, ALMS needs to break the resistance line for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So as of now, it needs to break that resistance line. So, yeah, that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's take a look at IBIO. IBIO. Let's take a look over here. IBIO seems to be doing an uptrend. There we go. Alex Martinez asks, good morning, brother. Good morning. Did you check on AZI? I think I checked on it earlier, but I'll check on it again. Let me just complete IBIO, and I will be right on that with you. Oh, and let me just take a look at ALMS afterwards, and then I will take a look at AZI for you. All right, so as of now, IBIO currently on an uptrend right now, up 22%, 22%. As of now, IBIO is showing a float that is a bit heavy. The float's a bit heavy at 22.2 million and change. Volume is 497,000 now. So as of now, the float is still pretty low in this. So IBIO is moving up on some low volume. So that's what we got going on right there. So IBIO moving up on low volume. Let me take one look at ALMS. ALMS looks like it's trying to curl its way back up. Looks like it's trying to test that resistance line right there. ALMS trying to test the resistance line. There we go. For it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Let's see what happens. All right, so Alex Martinez requested AZI. Let's take a look at AZI. All right, AZI, as of now, looks like it did have somewhat of a cup and handle, sort of, a little bit, kind of, right? A little bit of an awkward cup and handle, but a cup and handle nonetheless. So basically, you had a cup over here, right? You had the cup over here, slight handle, right? And then went back down a little bit and then started curling its way on up over here, right? So as of now, it bounced off the VWAP, curled its way on up. He's a little bit overbought on the RSI, but that's okay. It is what it is. Autozy Internet Tech, that is the name of the stock, currently climbing its way on up as of now. Let's see what goes on with this stock. It is up 48%, 48%. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's take a look at the float. Float is 2.0 million. So it's 2 million and change. Volume is 11.4 million. So as of now, the volume is higher than the float. That is good. That's a good sign. Does this have news as a catalyst? It does. All right, so let's see. Autozy moves to digitize China's auto parts industry with a strategic alliance, announcing strategic cooperation agreements with China Auto Maintenance Parts Alliance to focus on jointly building nationwide maintenance parts supply chain platform. So as of now, they are basically working with China's auto maintenance parts alliance. So that's what they got going on right there. So yeah, they forged a strategic partnership with China's auto maintenance parts alliance, and they basically have an annual sales target of 200 million. So yeah, they're currently doing some stuff right there. They're currently doing some business, you know what I mean? So as of now, AZI currently climbing its way on up. Has a tiny bit of resistance at the $3.15 mark right there. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. So yeah, AZI curling above the cup and handle pattern, as well as the VWAPA. That's what AZI currently has going on for it. It does have volume, so that's good. I like that it has volume. I like that it has volume. It has news. It looks like it's trying to curl its way back up and break above that resistance line. It looks like it does. It is currently climbing its way on up, $3.20, and currently climbing some more. There we go. There we go. ALMS did hit 134, by the way, so I got to put that in. 134. Boom. Okay, so as of now, AZI currently climbing its way on up. Looking schmexy, ladies and gentlemen. Looking schmexy right now. So, as of now, that's what AZI is doing. AZI is currently climbing its way on up 50%. 50% AZI climbing on up. All right, ALMS. ALMS shot up and broke the high again, up 134%. And AZI broke resistance as well. AZI broke some resistance right there. AZI broke resistance and is climbing up to 52% right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. As of now, AZI is currently climbing its way on up. It does have the volume. It has the float. Pretty good. All right. So as of now, that's what it's doing. Currently climbing its way on up. So let's see what goes on there. We shall see. All right. Let's take a look over here. DRUG slowly climbing its way on up still. Again, moving on low volume, but slowly climbing up. Has some unconfirmed Q4 earnings due in 14 days on the 20th of January before the market opens. So we got that going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. 1 second. All right. Hold on 1 sec. Right there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So, as of now, DRUG is climbing its way on up, still on some relatively low volume, but it is climbing its way on up. So I will give it credit where credit's due. DRUG still climbing its way on up, and that is good. I like that. I like that it's climbing on up. It just needs more volume, but other than that, pretty good. ALMS. Currently, ALMS is up 133%. Has news that Alumis shares are trading higher after the company said top-line results from its Phase 3 Onward 1 and Onward 2 trials of envudeucitinib in moderate to severe plaque psoriasis met all primary and secondary endpoints and looks like it is breaking above the high of day at $19 and change. So currently it is now $19.78 that it needs to break. So we got that going on right there. That is what they got going on right there. So, yes. As of now, ALMS currently trying to test the high of day once again. ALMS trying to test the high of day. Yes. Can it break above it? We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. ALMS trying to break that high of day. We got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. It peaked above 135. Peaked above 135, so we got that going on right there. Yes, sir. 137. There we go. 138. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's what I like to see. All right. All right. All right. Currently up 138%. Come on. All right. So as of now, it is currently up 139% and slowly climbing. All right. So as of now, it is up 138%. ALMS currently broke the high of day to 138%. ALMS broke the high of day and hit 138%. Once again, did do that right there. So that is good. That is good news right there. That is good news. So it needs to keep going from there. Still needs to keep going. All right. All right. All right. All right. Currently up 138%. 138%. Climbing up to 139. There we go. It did peak at that 139 mark right there. 140. There we go. There we go. Now it's starting to climb its way on up a little bit more. There we go. There we go. 142. 142. There we go. Right there. 142. Beautiful. All right. So, as of that 144, there we go. ALMS climbing its way on up to 144. ALMS 144. All right. ALMS shot up to 146. Shot up to 146%. There we go. There we go. ALMS shot up to 146%. All right. There we go. So let's see what goes on here. ALMS 146%. 146%. There we go. There we go. So that's what we got going on. ALMS currently up 143%, 144%, 145%. Climbing its way on up some more. All right. As of now, currently ALMS is up 145%. Can it break above? We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at ELAB in the meantime. ELAB, ELAB, price spike, random price spike, up 52%. Unconfirmed Q3 earnings for ELAB, price spike on low volume. I can tell just by looking at it. Price spike on low volume. That's what they got going on right there. Has unconfirmed Q3 earnings due in January 20th on Tuesday. So we got that going on right there. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? What else we got? How's ALMS doing? ALMS is now 149%. 149%. There we go. I look away for 5 seconds, and all of a sudden it wants to shoot up to 149% right there. All right. So ALMS currently up 149%. There we go. ALMS up 149%. Boom. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, give me just a second. Just a second. Oh, ELAB moving. All right. ELAB is moving. Looks like it is still moving its way on up there, climbing its way on up. Up 86%. ELAB currently up 86%. There we go. That is what we got going on right there. ELAB. All right. ELAB. up 79%. 79% right there. That's what they got going on right there. ELAB up 79%. All right. Seems like it was moving pretty well. Moving pretty well. ALMS. All right. Gotta keep an eye on the stunk. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Just gotta go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and it looks like ALMS is now up 158%. There we go. ALMS now up 156%, or 158%, excuse me. 158% right there. ALMS up 158%. There we go. That's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on right now. So, ALMS currently up 158%. Broke the high of day once more. There we go. Boom, right there. So, as of now, Alumis shares are trading higher after the company said top-line results from its Phase 3 Onward 1 and Onward 2 trials of envudeucitinib in moderate to severe plaque psoriasis met all primary and secondary endpoints. So we got that going on right there. Currently, it is shooting its way on up right now, climbing its way on up right over here. Let me get rid of this right here. We don't need that no more. But it is climbing its way on up. It is beautiful right now. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Up 158%. 158. There we go. 158. There we go. Right there. All right. Looking schmexy right now. There we go. There we go. ALMS, we called it, ladies and gentlemen. We called it right there. All right. Somebody requested AZI. Let's take a look at AZI real quick. AZI. AZI right there moved its way on up nicely, just a little bit, and then formed a bit of a resistance right over here. at $3.42 mark right here. $3.42 went back down as soon as it hit that resistance point, and then formed a bit of what I can only describe as a pennant right here. All right, there we go. So as of now, it needs to break that pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right. So as of now, that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So, let's see here. All right. So, as of now, currently, let's take a look at ELAB. Let's take a look at ELAB because ELAB seems to be moving a little bit as well. ELAB is moving just a little bit. Let me take a look over here. Let me refresh this. All right. Let's see here. ELAB. All right. So ELAB just kind of gapped its way on up a little bit right now. Gapped its way on up just a little bit. Let me get this over here. Boom. Right there. Boom. Boom. And boom. Okay. So as of now, ELAB shot up, had a bit of a pennant formed right over here. Is currently below the VWAP right now. Currently below the VWAP. But let's see what we got going on right here. So currently, ELAB is up 54%, has news that PMGC Holdings shares are trading higher. The company announced a 1-for-4 reverse split and an investment in the non-controlling shares of Nuclear Energy Inc., which closed on November 6th. Q3 earnings have been unconfirmed as well for 14 days. So there are unconfirmed Q3 earnings that should be coming out on January 20th as well. So we got that going on right there. Currently, the stock is below the VWAP, but did have a nice gap upward. So it did have that going on right there. It needs to break this pennant for it to really be, and needs to break the VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. So as of now, ELAB needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. So that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Let's take a look at drug, DRUG. DRUG currently still has some indecisiveness right over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it is right over because ELAB is, drug is a very expensive stock, but also it has resistance at the 122.04 mark right over here. So as of now, Hunton asks DRUG, well, good timing because we're looking at it right now, brother. So as of now, DRUG is up 52%. 52%. Currently has news that Bright Minds Biosciences shares are trading higher after the company announced top-line results from its phase 2 breakthrough clinical trial evaluating BMB 101 and met its primary efficacy endpoints. And currently, as of now, its Q4 earnings are unconfirmed, all right, but they are due in 14 days from now on January 20th before the market opens. So we got that going on right there. The stock does have a bit of resistance at the 122.04 mark. It is a bit of an expensive stock as well, in my opinion, but that's just me. It had a nice little uptrend going on, uptrend on very light volume, but an uptrend nonetheless. So it did do that, but now it is currently breaking below the trend line. So we need to see if this can curl or if it just goes back down. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. But as of now, yeah, it's a, yeah, as of now, it broke below the VWAP. So as of now, DRUG did move up quite a bit earlier in the day. It did move up quite a bit earlier in the day over here to around 130 and change. Actually, let me get a support and resistance line over here. Let's get some support and resistance lines right over meow. 1 second. There we go. Yes, there. Okay, so let's get this. And let's get this. So as of now, the stock did surge to around $131. Hunton says it surged to 132 earlier pre-market. Okay, 132, right? So it surged to 132. right? Shot up over here, dropped its way back down, fell below the VWAP, and then started a slow but sure uptrend on some very low volume, very choppy as well. I could tell just by looking at the indecisive wicks over here, there is a lot of choppiness here. So currently this is a very low float stock, very heavy price. So we got that going on right there. Let's take a look at the volume and the float real quick. Let's take a look at the volume and the float. All right, so as of now, float is 6 million, volume is 257,000. So we got that going on right there. All right, so as of now, the volume is extremely low for the stock, which means that it is very, 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 volatile, right? Because it doesn't have much float. The float is low, right? And, well, actually, excuse me, the volume's low, the float is high, right? So the float is a lot higher than that of the volume. So we got that going on right there. So because the volume is extremely low, you got that problem right there. So yeah, that's what we got going on right there. DRUG. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at DRUG. Actually, we already did take a look at DRUG. So yeah, DRUG currently moving its way back downward. It is falling below the little uptrend over here. So we got that going on right there. It needs to break above this little tiny downtrend. It needs to stay above the VWAP really. DRUG can it curl and can it break that down? Can it stay above the VWAP? So DRUG needs to stay above the VWAP and break the slight downtrend. All right, so it needs to do that for it to be so much maxi to me. All right, ALMS currently, ALMS once again trying to test that high a day right now. ALMS up 157%, 157 right now. So as of now, ALMS is currently up 157%, doing a high test once again, testing the high of day once again. So that's what we got going on. Has a bit of resistance over here at the $21.43 line over here. So it has to break above 21.43 for it to really be schmexy to me. And it looks like it did. 161. There we go. 161%. There we are. It is climbing its way on up again. ALMS now 161%. There we go. 163%. There we go. All right. 164. 164, ladies and gentlemen. As of now, it is up 164%. 164% and climbing. 164% and climbing. ALMS. All right. 164% right there. 164%. Yes, sir. All right. So as of now, it is up 164%. It looks like it's trying to break through that. Could it be breaking through that? Keep an eye on it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. ALMS 165% now. 166. There we go. It is still moving its way on up right now. So ALMS 167, 167, 168. There we go. Climbing its way on up nicely. ALMS breaking the high of day again. Up 168%. 168%. There we go, man. There we go. And all because we called it on at that one. We called it earlier in the morning for our private Discord, and then we saw that it was a cup and handle over here, and then boom, just shot up like crazy to 168. There we go. All right. There we are. There we are. All right. So currently ALMS climbing its way on up again. Still doing its thing. Pulled back just a little bit. Obviously, you know, it's going to do that from time to time. Needs to catch its breath. Happens. Happens to the best of us. Right? You know, there we go. But as of now, ALMS currently climbing its way on up right there. Hit a high of 168% right there. Yesh. Yesh. So, 168%. There we are. Has new resistance, has new support. Support is $19.31. Has to break above 22.38 for it to continue to be schmexy to mya. There we go. There we go. So, as of now, currently ALMS is doing its thing here. CYCN. All right. It currently curled its way on up off the pennant right here. So it curled its way off the pennant, boom, right there. And then kind of formed its own pennant once again over here. So CYCN curled off the pennant, but formed another pennant. So, as of now, that's what we got going on right there. ALMS, how's ALMS doing? ALMS still doing its thing. Let's see what goes on with it. We'll see what goes on with it a little later. DRL Moms, can you keep an eye on ALMS for me? ALMS. All right, let me know when it goes above 168. 2 minutes to the bell. All right, we got 2 minutes to the bell. The bell. It deafens me. All right, 168. 168. All right, so as of now, has to break above this resistance right over at the 22.21 mark right over here. All right. All right, so as of now, currently ALMS is climbing its way on up, testing the high a day. So we got that going on right there. AZI. Let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 1600. Let's get to 1600, ladies and gentlemen. 1600. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. The moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. All right. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got going on right there. All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We already called ALMS, which ran up a nice 168%. So we got that going on right there. Right? So, yeah. As of now, that's what we got going on. Let's take a look at CYCN. CYCN, see how it's doing right there. We have less than a minute until the bell. CYCN still needs to break that little pennant of its that it has there, that little tiny pennant right there. CYCN still needs to break the pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. All right, DRUG, drug. All right, drug looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. Looks like it's trying to curl just a little bit, but it is still red in terms of that little candle right there. So as of now, currently it is up $1.20. 120. Actually, no. Excuse me. $120. Excuse me. It is 49%. My bad. There we go. DRUG. Can it curl? We shall see. All right. Yeah. Let me see about another stock. Oh, the bell seems to have rung as well. Hey, the bell made the ringy dingy. It made the wee woo. Yes, sir. All right. Currently, it just did its thing right there. Yes, sir. ELAB. Let's see how ELAB is doing. ELAB needs to break that pennant. Needs to break above the pennant, not below the pennant, above the pennant. ELAB. ELAB needs to break above the pennant. There we go. All right. ELAB needs to break above the pennant right there. EVTV. Let's take a look over here. EVTV looks like it's trying to test the VWAP right over here. Has some news as well. So let me give me that for a second right there. EVTV testing the VWAP. Testing the VWAP right there. EVTV testing the VWAP. Has news that Envirotech vehicles shares are trading higher after the company announced it had entered into an amended and restated letter of intent to acquire 100% of the issued and outstanding equity interests of AZO AI through a merger transaction. So we got that going on right there. So as of now, there's a bit of a merger transaction going on between these two stocks right here. So Envirotech seems to be trying to acquire another company, AZO, which I don't know if there's actually a stock for it, AZO. I don't know for sure, but I do know one thing. There is definitely some nice curlage going on here as EVTV breaks the VWAPA. It broke the VWAPA, just now, and is climbing its way on up. EVTV has broken the VWAPA. EVTV broke the VWAPA. Moving on up. There we go. All right. So EVTV has that going on right there. EVTV. Let's take a look at ELAB. Actually, ALMS. How's ALMS doing? ALMS. Let's see. It's moving back down now. It was a bit overbought in the RSI, so it's to be expected, but yeah. So, yeesh. That's what we got going on right there. All right. So, as of now, EVTV is currently, how's EVTV doing? EVTV still shot up like a rocket, up 72% and climbing 75%. There we go. And still breaking through resistance points like it's nobody's business. EVTV surging through resistance lines. Oh my, 95%, 98%. There we go. Come on now. Can it become a new bagger? Can it become a new bagger? EVTV, come on now. Come on. Come on. All right, come on. Did it? Let's see. EVTV seems like. Wait, nope, it's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Hold on. Give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. Oh. It's moving. Oh, wait a second. Yep. It's pulling down though. EVTV surging through up. Ran up 98%. Ran up 98%. That might have been just a pullback. Right. Let's see. Well, it has. What? 99%. Where are you seeing that? Where are you seeing that? Oh, let me refresh my thing here. 82%. Okay. All right.
It's trying to push up though. 85%.
All right. So.
Double topping.
Yeah, a little bit of a double toppage. A little double toppage.
But if it breaks 73, it could be interesting. If it breaks 73, it could be interesting.
Yeesh.
It's break. Come on now. Come on now.
All right.
Break
As
it.
of now, come on
Break
now.
It. You own it.
Come on.
Break it. You own it.
Come on.
Come on, fella.
EVTV hit 99% and then teased me. It teased me.
What a tease.
It teased me.
It's pushing. It's pushing.
Oh.
Oh my.
Ay-ya. Come on.
Oh, migration.
Good grief.
Come on now.
It's being over dramatic.
What a temperamental one.
EVTV hit 99%.
Come on. Give us 100.
Hit 99% right there. Boom. EVTV hit 99%. Ooh! Wow! Wow!
It's pushing, it's pushing.
There we go.
Will it pump? It's pump? I don't know. Resistance at 73.
Yeah.
73 is being a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now. 91%.
Come on now.
Come on, child.
Ooh.
Come on.
Come on now.
Man, oh man, 73 cents is being difficult. I think it gets it. What do you think, Doubles?
I think it could.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now.
I believe in you.
Come on. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I don't know.
As of now,
Nah, it's pushing, Doubles. It's still pushing.
We're
not giving up. It has not given up just yet.
All right. There you go. All right. So, Hunting says,
it's still trying.
Oh, yeah.
What a tease.
Yeah. What a tease, huh? Yeah. That's some good news, though. But, again, it teased us. It teased me. It teased me. Teased me. No. Noah. All right. EVTV teased me. It bullied me. It bullied me.
Bully.
Bully.
Come on now. Come on. Come on. You want to go. You know you want to go.
You know you want to go. No.
You want to go. You want to go. Come on.
Come on, go.
You want to go. You want to go. You want to go. Go. Come on. Come on. 73 cents. Why are you being such a pain in the butt?
It is being a big pain in the butt.
Big pain in the butt, I tell you.
It's being a pain in the behind. Yeah. It is being a pain in the behind right now.
It's trying, though.
It is trying, but
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know what to tell you, Doubles. I don't know.
I'm gonna go check out another stock.
Don't pay it no mind.
AZI.
Pay it no mind. I bet you it starts running.
Gonna check out AZI. AZI currently, not looking too schmexy as of now either. Falling below the pennant. It fell below the pennant. Not looking too schmexy. Needs to break the downtrend on AZI. AZI needs to break the downtrend for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Let's see what else we got over here. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let's take a look over here. All right. Somebody requested CIFR. 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 Let's see how CIFR is doing. CIFR, kind of curled above the VWAP, which is cool and all, but it's very, very choppy and down 0.5%, 0.55%, 0.66%. So it is currently moving down. CIFR. Moving downwards. Needs to hold the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to meow, but even then, not looking too schmexy here. All right, let's see about CYCN. CYCN. All right, CYCN went down and then just shot its way back up just a little bit. So we got that going on right there. All right. As of now, CYCN shot up quite a bit. So, CYCN curled above the VWAPA. There we go, right there. All right. BNAI. Somebody requested BNAI. Let's take a look at BNAI. All right. BNAI currently not looking too schmexy right there. Had a shot upward. All right. And then basically created a pennant there. So we got that going on right there. It fell below the VWAPA, below the VWAPA. So BNAI needs to break above the pennant and break the slight down
EVTV moving
trend.
Again, testing 73 cents.
All right, EVTV moving.
Got to.
Come on now, EVTV. Come on now.
It's gots to.
Yeah, EVTV. EVTV's been playing with my feelings.
I'm in a feeling right now, yo.
He's in a feeling?
I'm in a feeling.
Yeesh.
Come on now. Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No more.
Don't make me sing.
Okay, yeah. No. Let's not say we did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, EVTV needs to curl above this pennant right here. EVTV needs to break above the pennant. EVTV needs to break above the pennant for it to be so much maxi to me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comments section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. All right, so as of now, currently, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. We did call ALMS for our pre-market Discord. Actually, for our private Discord, before it even ran 168%, called EVTV prior to its run up 99%. We called CYCN prior to 50%. We called all these stonks, and we called them before they ran, either the day before or literally early in the morning before they did run. You know what I mean? Such as, for example, ALMS. We called that one. It ran up 168%. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah. So what about EVTV? It's doing its thing here. Yeah, it's doing its thing. Break it out. What? Breaking what? Why? Where? When? Breaking what? Yeah, oh, congratulations to Brooke the Pet. It needs a break. It needs to go higher. Oh, excuse me. It hit 99% and then lied to me. So quite frankly, I ain't too impressed till I see a 99%. Eh, eh. Yeah, that's right, EVTV. I'm holding you to a higher standard. Anyways, so as I was saying, where was I? Be sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms. You can check us out on our YouTube channel at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on there where we do lots of live streams, lots of videos, stock analysis, shorts, all sorts of cool stuff, stock reviews, etc. You can find us on x.com, aka Twitter, at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money, where we do lots of stock reviews, analysis, live streams, and yeah, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money, you can find us on Twitch, where we do lots of live streaming at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money, you can find us on TikTok, Tiki, aka the Tac Tac. The Tac Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks, at DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And of course, with this stunk right here, it's just still meh. So, anyways, as of now, yeah, you can find us there. We do lots of shorts there. We do lots of shorts on Tiki. So yeah, you can find us there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. As for the moolah, the loot, the cashola, yes, they do get that too. But of course, we do have our amazing features for the 4-day trial. You have, for example, the beautiful charts right over here that go over the ticker, the percentage that's changed, whether it's moving up or down, the price, volume, float, etc. You get hyperlinks to access all the information on the stocks that we are currently keeping an eye on. And to top it off, you get access to the newsroom right over here, which is an excellent research tool, because it basically gives you access to a synopsis on articles, gives you the hyperlink to read the full article, and then to top it off, gives you the hyperlinks for the tickers that are affiliated with said article, so you can get all the information you need on those tickers that are affiliated with said article. You get access to the amazing stock ticker tape, which is filled with stocks that we are currently keeping an eye on. You also get access to the amazing indelible community. They are very, very excellent. It is an amazing educational community that basically thrives and likes to grow with each other, helps each other grow, helps themselves grow. They develop themselves in a very positive manner. So, yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do there. So, boom, that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. And to top it off, ladies and gentlemen, if you get our Wealth Builders package, you get everything in the real-time alerts and scanners, plus you gain access to our amazing exclusive Wealth Builders perks. For example, you get access to exclusive Wealth Builders picks outside of just the real-time alerts and scanners. So you get the real-time alerts and scanners, but you also get exclusive Wealth Builders picks. You get access to our exclusive educational content, which is over 500 videos, maybe more. And to top it off, you get access to Coach Nick Money and myself, as well as exclusive chat rooms and all sorts of other cool stuff, exclusive scripts for the videos that we are making. And yeah, you get access to pretty much everything first and foremost. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And peace out. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys, and I'm here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Other times she likes to get shot at the cannon, and she goes, wee! All right? We call it DBL Moms. Hey! There we go. So, that's pretty much it. Much love.